Let's be real, Lakers fans are frustrated. Every offseason it feels like we're talking about the same thing, depth on the wings. Last year, the lack of reliable 3 and D production hurt this team in big moments. When shots weren't falling, when perimeter defenders couldn't hold their ground, the Lakers struggled to keep up with deeper, more balanced opponents. And that's why today's discussion matters so much. The biggest need for the Lakers right now is a true 3 and D wing. Someone who can defend multiple positions, who can switch on to guards or small forwards without getting exposed, and who can knock down perimeter shots with consistency. Whether this player ends up starting next to LeBron James or comes off the bench as a major impact piece, this type of role could reshape the roster and the Lakers' championship outlook. Before we dive into the names, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest breakdowns, trade rumors, and analysis around your Los Angeles Lakers. The problem that won't go away. The Lakers' identity has always been tied to stars. From Magic to Kobe to LeBron, the formula is simple: land the superstars, then build the right role players around them. But in today's NBA, the role players are no longer optional. They're essential. Look at the Nuggets, the Celtics, even the Heat during their finals run. Every one of those teams had wings who could defend and space the floor. The Lakers, on the other hand, have been searching for this piece for years. Rui Hachimura brings scoring and size, but he's not a lockdown defender. Austin Reeves gives playmaking and shooting, but he's not that long, switchable perimeter stopper. The team needs that in-between guy, the two-way wing who doesn't need the ball, but changes games with defense, spacing, and energy. Names on the radar. Several players fit this mold, and insiders around the league have started connecting dots to Los Angeles. Andrew Wiggins, a proven two-way wing, champion with Golden State, who has shown he can shine in a role alongside stars. His contract is heavier, but his ability to guard top wings and hit open threes makes him appealing. Miles Bridges, a younger, athletic option with offensive upside. But his off-court concerns and inconsistent defense raise questions. RJ Barrett, still just 24, a former lottery pick who could become available if the Raptors shift direction. Barrett isn't a pure 3 and D yet, but he has size, scoring instincts, and untapped potential. Matisse Thybulle, one of the league's purest defensive specialists. Elite hands, great instincts, but limited shooting range keeps him from being a complete solution. These names make sense. But the one who might be the most realistic, most attainable, and most strategic is a player casual fans may overlook: Ochai Agbaji. The Toronto Raptors wild card. To understand why Agbaji matters, we have to look at Toronto. The Raptors are stuck in the middle. They're not rebuilding, but they're also not contending. Masai Ujiri has tough choices to make. Do they retool around Scotty Barnes? Do they trade away young pieces for veterans? Or do they finally accept a rebuild and move players like RJ Barrett, Chris Boucher, or even role players like Agbaji? That uncertainty makes Toronto one of the most important teams to watch this trade season. If they decide to shake things up, the Lakers could be first in line to scoop up a valuable piece. The Ochai Agbaji profile. Agbaji isn't a superstar. He's not flashy. But when you look closely, he's exactly the type of player championship teams rely on. 6 feet 5 inches with a long wingspan. Strong perimeter defender. Athletic enough to keep up with quick guards, sturdy enough to bother wings. And most importantly, last season he shot nearly 40% from 3 on real volume, about 4 attempts per game. That combination is gold in today's NBA. He doesn't need touches. He doesn't need plays run for him. He simply fits. At 25, turning 26, Agbaji is entering his prime years. He's old enough to contribute immediately, young enough to grow with the Lakers' future. Contract and financial fit. Here's where it gets interesting. Agbaji is on a team-friendly $6.3 million option right now. But after this year, he's heading into restricted free agency. That means the Raptors have to make a decision: commit to him long-term, or move him before he commands $12 to $15 million annually. For the Lakers, that's actually an opportunity. A $12 to $15 million deal for a starting caliber 3 and D wing is more than reasonable in today's cap environment. It's a fraction of what star contracts cost, and it gives flexibility if the team wants to make a blockbuster trade down the road. The strategic angle. Think about this. Even if Agbaji isn't a final piece, he could be the perfect bridge player. Short term, he gives the Lakers shooting and defense next to LeBron and Anthony Davis. Long term, he's young enough to stay valuable in case the Lakers decide to chase a superstar like Giannis Antetokounmpo or Luka Doncic in the future. His contract and skill set make him the type of player contenders always want in packages. This is the balance the Lakers need: compete now, but don't mortgage the future. Agbaji fits both lanes. Roster fit with the stars. Picture this lineup. Austin Reeves handling secondary playmaking. LeBron orchestrating the offense. Anthony Davis anchoring the defense. Rui Hachimura providing scoring punch. And Agbaji spacing the floor, defending the other team's toughest wing, and quietly filling the gaps. That's balance. That's the type of rotation the Lakers haven't had since their 2020 championship run. Stat production and defensive identity. In 64 games last season, Agbaji averaged 10.4 points, 4 rebounds, 1.5 assists, 1 steal per game, 39.7% from 3 on 4 attempts per night. Those aren't superstar numbers. But they're winning numbers. They're the kind of numbers that don't show up in highlights, but swing playoff games. Defensively, he can switch across positions 1 through 3. He isn't a lockdown defender on the level of Kawhi Leonard or prime Andre Iguodala, but he's solid, disciplined, and effective. And that's exactly what the Lakers have been missing. The bigger picture. Lakers fans know the clock is ticking. LeBron James isn't getting younger. Every season with him is a championship or bust season. But the front office also has to think about what comes after LeBron, and how to make sure the roster doesn't collapse the moment he walks away. That's why a move for Agbaji makes so much sense. He's not the headliner. He's not the blockbuster. But he's a connector piece, a player who helps this team right now, and keeps options open for the future. In a league where every contender is stacked with wings, the Lakers can't afford to ignore this need anymore. If the Lakers are serious about maximizing this season and protecting their future, they can't sit still. They need a 3 and D wing. Andrew Wiggins, Miles Bridges, RJ Barrett, and Matisse Thybulle are all options, but the most strategic, affordable, and realistic target may just be Ochai Agbaji. He's young. He's efficient. He defends. He shoots. And most importantly, he fits the roster without breaking the bank. So Lakers fans, here's the question: should the Lakers push to land Agbaji now before Toronto makes up its mind? Or should they swing bigger for a name like Wiggins or Barrett? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's debate it. And if you want to stay on top of every rumor, trade scenario, and breakdown, make sure you're subscribed to Los Angeles Lakers News Top. Hit the like button, turn on the notification bell, and stay locked in with us all season long. Because one thing's clear, the Lakers' biggest need is no longer up for debate. It's time to fix the wing rotation, and Agbaji might be the answer. Here's a crucial insight for you: diving into financial education can significantly elevate your quality of life. In the realm of finance, take the time to explore bonds and stocks, with a special emphasis on real estate investment trusts, REITs. These investments have the potential to generate passive income. Approach this journey with diligence and opt for reputable investment brokerages globally. By doing so, you'll be laying a solid foundation for a more secure and prosperous future.